Want to know how a group of space monks amassed one of the galaxy's largest fortunes? Today we're breaking down exactly how the Jedi Order acquired its wealth and the top 3 things they spent their credits on. So without further ado, let's talk Star Wars. According to Wikipedia, the Jedi Order existed as shown in the films since around 6,000 years before the Battle of Yavin. While their numbers fluctuated over the years, by the time of the Clone Wars, the Jedi Order consisted of approximately 10,000 members spread across multiple planets. So now we have an order of 10,000 Force sensitives who are not only able to provide themselves with food, clothing, and medical services, but actually live in a massive, luxurious temple equipped with some of the best technology in the galaxy. So where are they getting this massive paycheck from? Well, it may seem obvious, but the Galactic Republic is the main source of funding for the Jedi Order. The Jedi act similarly to police forces on Earth, and are therefore funded in a very similar manner. They serve the Republic, and in return are given Republic credits by the government. While the amount of funding received from the Republic and the Order's total savings are unknown, Legends material tells us that there are mountains of Republic credits hidden underneath the Jedi Temple. And a really fun fact building off of that is that it's very interesting that the Jedi would keep their money stored deep beneath the temple in the first place, as that was where an ancient Sith shrine and other dangerous Force artifacts were stored. It really shows how much they believed money and greed could corrupt people, and therefore their members only used what was absolutely necessary. If you guys want to see me cover the Sith shrine underneath the temple and other dangerous secrets buried beneath it, then be sure to leave a comment down below. So yeah, the Jedi received virtually all their money from the Republic. While not a very exciting answer on its own, asking where the Jedi chose to spend their mountains of credits actually yields some pretty interesting answers. Other than basic food and supplies, Jedi philosophy advocated for giving up your possessions and instead following the Force. As a result, Jedi were not allowed access to the credit vault without direct approval and oversight by the Jedi Council. Even amongst Jedi Council members, only Masters Yoda and Windu could access the funds directly without special permission. The first of the 3 ways was a conglomerate of expenses that the Jedi incurred while out on missions. When a Jedi required credits for a mission, the Jedi Council would first have to approve the transfer before allowing the Jedi access to the money. After the mission, the Jedi would need to return any leftover funds to the temple and would be severely punished if they failed to do so. With thousands of Jedi conducting investigations and countless other tasks, it's very clear how these expenses could quickly add up. We actually get to see a great example of this during Obi-Wan's undercover arc in the Clone Wars TV show. While impersonating a bounty hunter in order to sabotage an assassination attempt on Chancellor Palpatine, Obi-Wan becomes stranded on Nal Hutta and has to request additional credits to purchase a ship and equipment. His mission, however, was top secret, and only Masters Yoda and Windu knew about it. However, because of their security clearance, they could bypass the Council and secretly transfer him the funds without blowing his cover. This was pretty sneaky on the Jedi's part, and it makes you wonder just how many other times funds were smuggled out of the temple without the Council's approval. Another major expense for the Jedi was transportation. The Jedi were commonly used as ambassadors on behalf of the Republic and had their own small fleet of starships. As we see in the movie Solo, hyperfuel was a very expensive and sought-after commodity by every faction in the Star Wars galaxy. Jedi starfighters and transports were often kept and maintained inside the Jedi Temple, which did include refueling. Alongside this was the most important Jedi tradition other than the Jedi trials, the Gathering. The Gathering was a ceremony where young Jedi constructed their first lightsabers. This was almost always done by gathering their lightsaber's kyber crystal from the planet Ilum in the unknown regions. Countless trips to Ilum were made over the years, all being subsidized by the Jedi's money. And last but not least is one of the lesser known expenses of the Order, which was essentially severance packages to exiled Jedi. While the Jedi were not compensated for their time in service, if younglings or Padawans failed their Jedi training, or if a Jedi Knight chose to leave the Order, they would be given a substantial amount of credits before they were expelled. This allowed them initial transportation and a good financial start to their new lives outside of the Order. However, this money was a one-time deal, and expelled Jedi could under no circumstances receive additional funds if theirs ran out. Now this could be a big deal, especially for someone with no financial education suddenly being cast into a galaxy of trillions, and it leads me to believe that many exiled Jedi would eventually either fall into poverty or turn to a life of crime to make ends meet. That's all I have for today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next time we talk Star Wars. Let me know what you think about the Jedi's finances down in the comments, along with any topics you'd like to see me cover next. You can also follow me on Twitter. My username is @TalkStarWars501. Thank you all very much for watching, and may the Force be with you.